Hey everybody, we are back with Aesop Rock Jumping Coffin. This one was recommended quite a bit. So looking forward to this one. Always a little bit of fear and excitement mixed when you're going into an Aesop Rock song, just because the man's pen game is so intricate, so complex. It's amazing. And at the end, you feel like happy when you caught a few bars, a little bit confused because someone right over your head. But that's the fun of it when you listen multiple times, with any art really, books, TV, film, and you can rewatch it, re-listen to it, reread it, and you discover new things, and that's the replay value in it, man. It's almost like a puzzle. I enjoy it. I get that it's not for everybody, but the people that know, you know. So let's go. Hey.
I'm, I'm, I'm a slow burn, crawl around the road, work something from the other side, clawing at the known world, crumple boil your cookies with the autumn air, incarnate heel city. By the time your eyes adjusted to the darkness, parts uncharted, always find the corners cozy. You can send your fastest riders, I return the horses lonely, control.
Yo, this instrumental, I like it. It's almost a cross between boom bap and a Tetris style. I like that. And then the scratching, and he used that in his vocals as well. Damn, he said you can send the horses, you can send your riders. I'm gonna send the horses back lonely. Like in the movies, when your horse comes back alone and there's no rider anymore, like, ooh, these guys do not want to be found. And he says, he basically saying, like, I want to be alone. I want to be on my own. Just leave me alone. I'm a slow burn, crawl around the road work, sometimes from something from the other side, clawing at the known world. Oof. He's just his art is a slow burn too. Sometimes you gotta really listen. That's when I watch a good film or read a good book. For me, it doesn't have to be explosion, gunshot, explosion. It's fun. That's fun too. I love action films, but sometimes you need that slow burn, that character study, and at the end, it's more rewarding. And I believe his art is that. It is rewarding if you really pay attention. So he's basically saying, I'm in the dark side here. I want to be I'm the on the outside a little bit.
Crawl around the road, work something from the other side, clawing at the known world, crumple boil your cookies with the autumn air, incarnate heel city. By the time your eyes adjusted to the darkness.
Yeah, like he's in the dark. Almost made me think of Batman. You're nearly adopted to dark. I was born in it. In parts uncharted, always find the corners cozy. I always, and I can relate to that. Maybe you can too, as an introverted person. Like, I always feel comfortable at the edges of a room. And he's talking about the city, but this analogy, I want to be at the outskirts. Really, that's where I feel most comfortable. I'm not gonna be, center of attention, which I did do for a few years, back when I was drinking. But that's a different story. Hey, if you know, you know. Let's go, man. Hey, he's really using that analogy. Great, man. Damn.
Your cookies with the autumn air, incarnate heel city. By the time your eyes adjusted to the darkness, parts uncharted, always find the corners cozy. You can send your fastest riders, I return the horses lonely. Controller, the locals only note the lucky charms and army jacket. When you're ready, he's in the heart of Darby Dragons. I know, no solicitors, waves away as visitors. From 10 minutes in front of a tainted energy signature.
Dude. Oh man, I'm telling you, these take a lot. These videos, man. If you really want to get into it deep, damn. And the beat change too. So he's still saying no solicitors, waves away. So he basically still that theme of I want to be left alone, and also here control the locals only note the lucky charms and army jacket. Like they only see the outside really. When your Addie's in the heart of that Addie, isn't that a dress? Address. Whoa, hey, I almost I'm spitting bars here without knowing. Hattie is a space address, and then an address could also be short for an address in the heart of Derby Dragons. What's happening? And then we had no solicitors, ways of visitors from 10 minutes in front of a tainted energy signature. I can't almost even read it and speak it. Yeah, like when they ring your bell and say, "Nah, man, leave me alone." Like he's putting up walls. He's putting up defenses.
Locals only note the lucky charms and army jacket. When you're ready, he's in the heart of Derby Dragons. I know. No solicitors. Waves away as visitors. From 10 minutes in front of a tainted energy signature. Still bullseye and womp rats from the scenic route. Sugar in his coffee like a seance in the TV room. The cheek swab came back half amazing. Half of what he make end up on his lab apron. If quieter than most, I'm mostly mastering the science of keeping one's composure while the limbic system's lighting up.
Guys, this is crazy, man. Dang. Yo, we have to go back. We have to break it down a little bit, at least what I can find. Bullseyeing womp rats from the scenic route. Yo, Tatooine, man. Star Wars? Yeah. The dork from in the last video that I was is coming up here. I love it. Come on, man. Well, new movies. Don't get me started on this stuff. Yeah, womp rats, those are the creatures that live on Tatooine, right? So that's still saying from the scenic route, still being an outsider, really. So you could take it in real life. I'm an outsider, want to be left alone. In the rap game, I'm in my own lane. And I don't want to be, mainstream, all that stuff. And then sugar in his coffee like a seance in the TV room. Scenic route, TV room. Who would think to rhyme that anyway? So basically, that's a ritual like before you start writing or before you do anything, you start your day with, basically my coffee ritual. But he's describing it in the Aesop Rock way, huh? Dang.
Away as visitors from 10 minutes in front of a tainted energy signature. Still bullseye and womp rats from the scenic route. Sugar in his coffee like a seance in the TV room. The cheek swab came back half amazing. Half of what he make end up on his lab apron. If quieter than most, I'm mostly mastering the science of keeping one's composure while the limbic system's lighting up.
Damn, I thought I forgot about this one. The cheek swab came back half amazing. Half of what he make end up on his lab apron. What is he doing? 23andMe? So basically, he talked about health and mental health, and he's saying half amazing. So my health results came back half amazing. Half of what he made end up on his lap apron. Whoa. Yo, he's breaking my brain. Half of what he make end up on his lap apron. What? If quieter than most, I'm mostly mastering the science of keeping one's composure while the limbic system's like, that is fire. That is fire. I'm quieter than most. I'm just sitting here, mastering my craft, man, the science, and also mastering the science of keeping one's composure while the limbic system's lighting up. The limbic system is responsible for your, emotions and stuff. It's part of your brain. But keeping your composure, keeping your cool while it's going haywire, that's not easy. You can do that through meditation. He's mastering that sign. I'm going to keep my composure and not lash out, not react too much, even while my limbic system is lighting up. But also, he's saying, mastering the signs. I'm quieter than most. I'm just sitting here on my own, doing my stuff, reading my dictionary, expanding my vocab. Yo, this guy
came back half amazing. Half of what he make end up on his lab apron. If quieter than most, I'm mostly mastering the science of keeping one's composure while the limbic system's lighting up. Some try to combat any kind of odd force trying to make contact. Nah, let it in, let it in.
Oh,
let it in, let it in. Some try to stonewall any kind of woo-woo trying to make a phone call. Nah, let it in, let it in.
Oh, hey.
Let it in, let it in. Let it in.
Now he's saying let it in. So all these defenses and Stonewall, he putting up walls and stuff and not let people in, want to be on your own, and not make any social contact. He's saying let it in, which is probably the healthier way. Dang. And the beat turned into some spacey vibes too, man. We're playing Tetris here.
Let it in. Let it in, let it in. Let it in, let it in. Let it in, let it in. Bring around a revenant, let it in. Said he wasn't ready yet, he never left the Etch-a-Sketch. Stuck around for more than just a parlor trick or flickering fluorescence. Had a couple still to visit with a million pressing questions like, where were you the night of? What are you traversing Earth in spite of? How are you adjusting to the triumph? I'm asking for...
Yo, this guy's flow and just his enunciation of every word that is, so clear. Even the lyric video is off here a little, but you can clearly hear what he's saying. Said he wasn't ready yet. He never left the Etch-a-Sketch. Etch-a-Sketch is a toy, right? Damn, just the way he's delivering these lines is fire, man. Just it sounds great. It falls right off his tongue, like every syllable is chosen, is supposed to be there. I ain't ready to let it in. And also he was like asking questions, like almost, when you finally make it, even when you're underground, if you keep honing your craft and you're doing it for a long enough time, you're still going to grow your audience, and you're going to have like unwanted visitors almost, like, damn, I didn't want this. I just want to be in my own lane, but now I'm going to have to deal with this anyway, because you're going to keep growing if you be that consistent and persistent for as long as he has.
Said he wasn't ready yet, he never left the Etch-a-Sketch. Stuck around for more than just a parlor trick or flickering fluorescence. Had a couple still to visit with a million pressing questions like, where were you the night of? What are you traversing Earth in spite of?
I like that. Like, where you the night of? What are you traversing the Earth in spite of? How are you adjusting to the triumph, like the success?
How are you adjusting to the triumph? I'm asking for a friend who caught a loss and never surfaced. Simply curled up in his cubby, shutting down the central nervous look.
Central nervous system, but he cut that off, like, because we already know what he's talking, also to serve the rhyme. And he said, I'm asking for a friend who caught a loss and never surfaced. Is he talking, of course, asking for a friend, that's what we say if we want to ask something for ourselves, but are afraid to. Asking for a friend who caught a loss, so he lost his friend, Camus, I believe. So he said, I'm asking for a friend. What do I got to do? Because he simply curled up in his cubby and shut down his central nervous. So he was really, going through it, handling it poorly, which is understandable.
Night of, what are you traversing Earth in spite of? How are you adjusting to the triumph? I'm asking for a friend who caught a loss and never surfaced. Simply curled up in his cubby, shutting down the central nervous look. Float up in an urgent care, a checkerboard of blurry squares. Flowers in the lobby shrivel back into the earthenware. Humans in the lobby holding crosses up. I understand the caution, but some of you just want to see the coffin jump. Until the coffin jump, then it's what I call a punk. Didn't even get to where he coughing blood and talking tongues. Not to mention once you hassle the horde, it doesn't matter how much furniture you stack at the door. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, those superficial defenses. And we talked about this throughout the whole song. He brought it back. Like, you stacking up furniture in front of the door. That's not going to do it. Dang. Float up into urgent care. A checkerboard of blurry squares. Like, blurry. You can't see what's happening. You have a distorted view of certain things. Maybe flowers in the lobby shrivel back into earthenware, like the hope you had is gone or something. Flowers usually represent hope. Yo, this is this guy's man.
Flowers in the lobby shrivel back into the earthenware. Humans in the lobby holding crosses up. I understand the caution, but some of you just want to see the coffin jump. Until the coffin jump, then it's what I call a punk. Didn't even get to where he coughing blood and talking tongues. Not to mention once you hassle the horde, it doesn't matter how much furniture you stack at the door.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter. Not to mention once you hassle the horde, once you got that attention, it doesn't matter, talking tongues as well. So he could be talking about what I thought, like, once you get a little bit of success and attention, it doesn't matter how much defenses you put up, you're still gonna have to address that. But also just in real life, you're still gonna have to be social or interact with people. You can't really isolate yourself too much. It's like I do like to try that, but man, you know, of course, you have to interact with humans once in a while. Yo, man, damn, this track is fire.
Not to mention, once you hassle the horde, it doesn't matter how much furniture you stack at the door. Yeah. Some try to combat any kind of odd force trying to make contact. Nah, let it in, let it in. Let it in, let it in. Some try to stonewall any kind of woo-woo trying to make a phone call. Nah, let it in, let it in. Let it in, let it in.
Trying to make a phone call, you can almost hear that's almost the old sounds of when you were dialing numbers almost. Doot, 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 doot.
Oh, nah. Let it in, let it in. 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 Let it in, let it in.
Let it in.
Hand drawn map, crossover, cross back. Calling from the flight deck. I collect dog tags. Tall grass, asphalt, a salt flat. Soul jazz like an alphabet to soul bass. Bratty to the basic anatomy of a death stare. Passing through the old Manhattan, ectoplasm everywhere. Pack a second teddy bear, I'm headed for the panic. Take a second for some bacon, take his head off when in transit. I don't coexist, I don't exist. Even JC missing with the loaves and fish. You feel dementia getting closer like the devil getting over. Now his antennas are roaming for radio Terra Nova going. Shh, shh, sir, I think we've got a signal. It's fuzzy, but they're playing one that wasn't from the hymnal. I'm a faint scent of sulfur, I'm the source of the ooze. I'm security tape of a glowing orb in the room. Sup?
What? He went Super Saiyan at the third verse. Dang. I don't even. What? Let's go. Hand drawn map crossover crossback. Calling from the flight deck. So basically, like he's the. It's like he's in outer space or something, or he's in the air.
On map, crossover, crossback, calling from the flight deck. I collect dog tags. Tall grass, asphalt, a salt flat. Soul jazz like an alphabet to soul bass. Bratty to the basic anatomy of a death stare.
Yo, that accent, man, is he's from New York, right? Tall grass, asphalt, salt flat. I can't do it. It's all jazz, like an alphabet to soul bass. Soul bass. I heard that name before. I can't remember.
Passing through the old Manhattan, ectoplasm everywhere. Pack a second teddy bear, I'm headed for the panic.
Pack a second teddy bear, I'm headed for the panic. Like I'm gonna have a panic attack here. So yo, give me that teddy bear so I can cuddle him a little bit. Maybe I'll calm down. But ectoplasm, of course, from Ghostbusters, and then Old Manhattan, of course, New York. Ghostbusters was set in New York. That's why I think Saul Bass is he also from New York. There were a few New York references, I believe, in this song at the beginning too, like the city and under the dark places. So there could be basically the setting as well for this song.
A second for some bacon, take his head off when in transit. I don't coexist, I don't exist. Even JC missing with the loaves and fish. You feel dementia getting closer like the devil getting over. Now his antenna.
Yo, man, now he's going into religious stuff. JC, Jesus Christ, he had the loaves and the fish, and dividing it. You feel dementia getting closer like the devil getting over. But also he said, I don't coexist, I don't exist. Because can we coexist in peace? Take a second for some bacon. Take his head off when in transit. I have no clue. See, some of these, I'm going to try to catch them, but it's like catching smoke with your bare hands sometimes here.
Take his head off when in transit. I don't coexist. I don't exist. Even JC missing with the loaves and fish. You feel dementia getting closer like the devil getting over. Now his antennas are roaming for radio Terra Nova going. Shh. Sir, I think we've got a signal. It's fuzzy, but they're playing one that wasn't from the hymnal. I'm a faint scent of sulfur, I'm the source of the ooze. I'm security tape of a glowing orb in the room. Sup?
Sup? Yeah, there too, though, back to that flight deck he was talking about earlier, and Terra Nova is like new world, new land, right? So he's basically back on that spaceship or on that flight deck and seeing new land or something. Dang.
Sir, I think we've got a signal. It's fuzzy, but they're playing one that wasn't from the hymnal. I'm a faint scent of sulfur, I'm the source of the ooze. I'm security tape of a glowing orb in the room. Sup?
Yo, man, that third verse was crazy, dude. That was one that definitely I would need to listen more to. There was a bunch of like religious references and hymnal, and then also like discovering new world and new land, and that one confused me a bit. First two, I felt like, oh yeah, man, I might have a handle on this, and then he one up me in the third verse. Yo, man, I love this guy's pen game, man. It's crazy, insane, good stuff, good stuff. Thanks for recommending it. Thanks for being here, and hope to hear from you guys in the comments. And when I read some comments, oh yeah, so that was what he was talking about, or giving me other insights, and that's the fun of doing these, really. So thanks a lot, guys. Peace.